Well, I'm back in Northfield now. I've only started this video, which seems like, well, for 3 hours now. Started, Amy calls, had to take the call. Started again, someone else calls, had to take the call. Started again, realized that I might want to watch the Kentucky race. It's about to start in 3 minutes. Stopped it, started again, the phone crashed, it was too hot. So now, I cooled the phone off. The first 2 races in Kentucky are over. I want to go over exactly what took place today. We had a lot going on. We had some races and qualifiers that had to get finished. Addie's trying to show you that she is going to soccer practice, her first ever soccer practice today.
I got a ball, and why is it blue when I put it in the camera?
Yeah, that's weird. It does look blue when you put it in the camera, doesn't it? That is weird. So we're on our way there now. And what took place today? We had the draw for the Pennsylvania finals and consolations. We're going to talk about one horse in particular in the consolations that I schooled today at the Meadows. We had the finals. Got a couple of horses in the finals. Actually, no, one in the finals, 2 in the consolations. That's what we have. So we can talk about them. We had our qualifiers, obviously, tomorrow. Big day. You know, I get up today, felt good. Everything was going nice. The weather was good. I made that video for this morning. It felt like fall, which I love. I love fall. Everything felt good. Number 1 rule of the day is, number 1 order is, don't break rule number 1. Get them all qualified. We had 2 horses, one that had to qualify because enough is enough with the break-in. In insider trading, fixed. Went out, she was perfect. I told you that bump that she had on her rump was an abscess. Must have got a sliver or something in it when she was out in the field. Very weird place to get it. Lanced it, cleaned it all out. It was a mess. Put the hobbles on her. Schooled her last week. She seemed okay. Qualified today, she was fine. Got away in the 3-hole, just sat. Moved her, let her trot for the last a little more than an 1/8 of a mile. Can I help you? Yeah, well, that's because those are shin guards, honey. They cover your shin, so if you get kicked, it doesn't hurt your leg, right? Yeah. So, time is on my side. Perfect. Very happy with her. She'll be in to go next week. Next up was the most important one. It was all on the line. Casanova Hall had to qualify today. Now, we knew he had speed when we got him. And when David Miller had talked to Aaron, he said, hey, this horse will make a break in the mile. Just roll off for a stride, come back. He can do it anywhere, and he's fine after that. To me, that says he's interfering. Made a few little changes. Tim said he trained great because he trains great. It is not until you get him. Shh. It's because Mommy put some ice in it for you. It's not until he sees the gate. It's not the seeing of the gate. It's what takes place at the gate. The transition from slow to fast. When they go to let you go away, that's when he gets anxious because he is going to hit as he switches gears. That was my take on what was being said to me. When I sat behind him, felt fine. Went to time the gate in, went to go to there with him, blew up. That only reaffirmed what people were saying. It's odd that you only see it in that one blink right there. Just when you're switching gears at the gate, that's when you see it. It's odd, but it happens. I told you guys, we always have had horses that would do that. Well, one in particular stuck out in my mind, and that was Eldise Patrick. He used to do that too, before we got him squared away. Now, just because he looks like Eldise Patrick, just because he looks like Eldise Patrick doesn't mean you just shoo him like Eldise Patrick. Although, in hindsight, that's exactly what we did. Yes, do you have a question? No, you can't watch my iPad. Thank you for asking. I know. Okay, turn that off. So, we made the changes to him. I can't just shoo him aggressively. I can't just shoo him aggressively because he looks like another horse, right? We made the changes. We changed the shoes up front. We changed it from full switch, and I'm sure that Nifty Norman's obviously going to the Hall of Fame. The guy's an incredible trainer. I'm sure he's tried every shoe, so is there one that he hasn't tried? Well, we put aluminums on them and turned them around backwards up front. That's how Eldise Patrick used to wear them. We just put a longer shoe. We just put a longer shoe on him behind. Blows up in the qualifier. Okay. He has to qualify. Let's go with an ag bar. We put a little side weight on the outside, and we even went a little step further and put shims on the inside of his shoes. Now, I don't like just taking the outside off of the foot because you can't put it back on. If you're wrong, now you just messed up his feet for the next month. So what we'll do is just put a piece of a rim pad on the inside of the shoes. Now that would tip him out a little bit behind. What you're trying to do is to keep him from not hitting. And if he goes through and doesn't hit where he usually does, his confidence will grow. He won't need all this specific stuff after a while. But I just felt that he did for right now. Put bell boots on him behind too. An old Swedish trick. I went with him, warmed him up. He felt great. But remember what I told you, it's not the warm-up. It's at the gate. Now, I kept him off the gate, but he never put not one ripple in today. Addy, not one ripple in today. Now, I kept him quiet off the car. I moved him coming to the half. He's good in the turns. You can really mash the pedal down in the turns. He hasn't anyway than 3 times that I went with him. 4 times. He hasn't put a step in. He was great in the turns. He feels strong when he's leaning in a bit. But he felt great everywhere today. Now, the only concern I had was that I can't drive him on Sunday. I promised Amy I'd go. Just, if you guys follow me on Facebook, you saw the big post that I made today about spending time with my wife and kids when you can and not missing these things, these glimpses of time when they're in front of you. I just don't. There's going to be plenty of times in my life when, I wish I had. I wish I had done that. But I'd like to be in front of as many of them as I can and catch them when I can. This just felt like it was one of them. So Sunday, I will not be in Philadelphia. Sunday, Mark McDonald will drive country dancing. Easy filly to drive. And she is perfect for him right now. She's ready to I think she's pretty well there, drop the hammer on her. She's been racing good. She's been tripping out well. You're not going to overpower them in 51, but if they go in her wheelhouse, 53 to piece, she's going to get them. If she draws good, behaves herself. And I said I would love to put Mark on Casanova Hall, but what if he makes a break? He felt great today. You know who does know him? David Miller knows him really well. So I tried to do the responsible thing and say, we'll just put Dave Miller on Casanova Hall. If he picks off him, then Mark can drive the horse. But I have to give everybody, including the horse, the best shot. You don't have a chance for a do-over. We have one race in the final. We're going to race him lots throughout the fall and winter. And I truly believe he is fixed now. I could be wrong. The horse that I qualified today was way better than the horse that I tried to qualify last week. Not a concerning moment. Now we went in 59, and I kept him off the gate. But I don't think we have to on Sunday. My only concern would be this horse is not the same horse that David Miller's been driving. But you know what? Pretty sure David Miller's professional enough to figure that out in about 1.2 seconds. So Mark will be listed on Country Dancing. David Miller will be listed on, 1 second, sweetheart. David Miller will be listed on Casanova Hall, and I will be listed on the 50-yard line of the Cleveland Browns game, the 40-yard line. I don't know where it is. It doesn't matter. We're all going. You've never been to a football game. Addie's never been.
To one.
No, not an NFL game.
Yeah.
Not an NFL game. Addie Bear's never been to a football game. I've never been to a football game. The only one in the family that has is Amy. This is her team. I thought.
Where did Mom go?
She went in Buffalo one day. It was freezing cold. Oh my God, I never would have went if you gave me the tickets and a free ride to the place. Yes.
When was this?
Okay, hold on, Addie. So that was Casanova Hall. That was Country Dancing. Then I watched the races. Saw the draw. Yes, time was on my side. Drew 5. Captain Albano drew the rail. I see it. Makes things tough. Memory and Imagination drew 7 in the Sire Stakes Consolation. Tenacious Hanover. I'll tell you what. So the scouting report I got on Tenacious Hanover was little off.
That's the one where we were fighting with that one bidder.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, we ended up getting him. Little off left hind. They said it was a bone bruise. Now those are pesky. Very pesky. Now we've had them before. We have a pretty good idea how to treat them, but they're all a little bit different. Tim had them good today. I schooled him. There's 2 horses in jog carts. 2 horses in jog carts out there with us. So they're not going a fast mile. We need a fast mile. He hasn't been racing since July. We didn't race him last week. He's going to have to march today. So he went all by himself. 27 and a piece, 56, 125, 52 and 4, 53 flat, all by himself with the earplugs in. He's a nice horse. I like him a lot. And Tim said, "What do you think?" I said, I'm pretty sure we can help this horse a little bit. We're going to put bars on him behind to help with that bone bruise that he has in his sesamoid area. We're going to put bars on him behind. We're going to work on that ankle. Patty, we're going to work on that ankle, and I think you're going to see a good mile from this horse. Yes, he's short, but I'll tell you what, I watched him. I went back up to the barn purposely, and I watched him as they were bathing him off. For a horse that hasn't done a ton of work in a little while, he's in very good shape. I can tell you what, Linda Toscano has her horses in impeccable shape because this horse couldn't blow a match out. He was all business today. Coming in at 6 days notice, I have very few concerns about Tenacious Hanover next, is it Monday?
Tuesday.
No, it is next Monday I'm racing him. I'm racing him. Oh, next Monday at the Poconos. Nice soft track too. I think you're going to see a good mile from Tenacious Hanover next week. A real good mile. So, that was what was up today. We got our qualifiers and our schooler in. A+ across the board. I've seen 2 races in Kentucky. What I saw is Rosetta, a filly that's trotted in 56 and is a nice filly. She needs to go out to the field. Needs to grow up, mature a little bit, perfectly fine. She'll fit in with exactly what we're trying to do with the stable. Lots of talent. I think we've shown her what we can show her. Now she has to grow up and mature and take it all in. Jimboree, on the other hand, she's been paying attention very well. She raced awesome today. Great drive by Jody Jameson and a great race by her. We get 2 more in Kentucky. Then we got some horses here tonight. Obviously, on the docket tonight in Ontario, we have Gaslight Hall and Century Legion. Here in Ohio, we have Aunt Lily and Freedom Hill. Lovers Play. A number of horses to race today. We have a busy week, and it just feels like we started off on the right foot, right? We got the qualifiers out of the way. The schooler with the unknown little horse. Nice colt. We had a great start to Kentucky today. We have Ohio coming up. We have Ontario coming up. We have the finals. Arrowhead, Hanover. Whoever put him at 20-1 morning line is not paying attention. The only time he missed the board. Put it this way: the only horse that manhandled him this year, he's not in the final. That horse, he's done for the year, I guess. Jim Campbell's horse. He's not in the final. And every other single horse in that race, he can trot with. So I don't know where the 20-1 comes from. I can assure you he's not maybe an 8-1 horse because he drew 6. But this is his home turf. And if he gets out as well out of the 6th hole this week as he has in the past from the Meadows, he won't be sitting 6th at the quarter pole, I can assure you of that. So a big week coming ahead, hopefully. A couple of finals. Drew 5 and 6 in the finals. Could be worse. I wish Albano had drawn worse, but that's the way it is. Consolations, Buckeyes, Stallions.
What's the Buckeyes?
Here tonight. Goldenrods and Sire Stakes and whatnot in Kentucky. A big week ahead for us. So with that, I'm going to let you go. We're here now. We're at soccer practice for Addie Bear. I will talk to you all very soon. I hope you, too, are having a wonderful day. I'll give you updates as they come in. We still got 2 in Kentucky and a number of horses in Ohio and in Ontario. We're not done yet. Long day ahead yet. Take care.